This is just a woman that has not been, she has been blackmailing big politicians, the prominent politicians, everyone that is prominent. That is what this woman is doing to the family of Raila Amolo Odinga. And I want to say that the estate of Raila Amolo Odinga, not even the estate of Raila Amolo Odinga, but the estate of Oginga Odinga, after Oginga Odinga's death in 1994, the estate was taken over. The custodian person that took over the estate of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga was not the family of Raila Amolo Odinga, but it was Oburu Odinga. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kisumu TV, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Okea Doctor from Homa Bay County, and Okea Doctor is a Cosmo Mentis Homo sapien. Today, I just want to talk about something that is going on in this country. And today I'm going to refer, I have a note here that I'm going to refer. I've never referred in these notes, but today I'm really going to work with my book here. So there is something that is going on in this country, as you are aware, and I'm going to give you the nitty-gritties, the dinkum oil, the nuts and bolts, about a grandmother, a very old woman by the name Margaret Anyango Jabalo. Margaret Anyango Jabalo was not the real name of that Margaret Anyango Jabalo. That grandmother is called Margaret Wolf Jabalo. Anyango was given to her by Oginga Odinga because this woman was a nanny. A nanny is somebody that is taking care of children, the children of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Yes, a domestic worker. So I want to give you, number one, the genealogy of Oginga Odinga's wives. How many wives did Oginga Odinga have? Number one, the first wife of Oginga Odinga was called Mary Juma. That is the first wife. The second wife was called Gaudensia Adair, and the third wife was called Susan Agik, and the fourth wife was called Betty Adongo. So in those four wives, there is nobody who is called Margaret Anyango Jabalo. Margaret Anyango Jabalo, if I may talk about her, is a nanny that was married to a Mzungu. She took care of the family of Oginga Odinga, but after that, she was married to a Mzungu, and Mzungu was called Wolf. That is why there is the real name of this grandmother is called Margaret Wolf Jabalo. And all these names, Margaret Anyango Jabalo, there is no Oginga Odinga or Odinga name there. The surname of Oginga Odinga is not there on Margaret Jabalo Onyango. Now, this Jabalo is saying that Raila Amolo Odinga did not die in India, but Raila Amolo Odinga died in Karen. And another one, she's also telling us that the Raila Amolo Odinga died as a result of slow poisoning. And that one has been extended to somebody called Uhuru Kenyatta, that Uhuru Kenyatta is also going to die slowly due to that slow poisoning. I want to talk about this Jabalo. This Jabalo here, and I have so many things about this Jabalo. I've told you that this Jabalo is not called Margaret Anyango Jabalo, but she's called Margaret Wolf Jabalo, which is not Oginga Odinga. Wolf is a Mzungu who married this lady. Number one, this lady likes a lot of money. This is a woman that is we call materialistic woman. That is why she could not be married by Oginga Odinga. She likes a lot of money, And that money, she could only find that money through the Mzungu that she got married to. Number two, this woman was once a Secretary General of Siaya County, Secretary General of KANU from 1990 to 2000. This is a woman who has been opposing Oginga Odinga from 2000 to 1990 to 2000. It means this woman has never supported the family of Oginga Odinga. This woman has never been in Ford. This woman has never been in Ford Kenya. This woman has never been in Tinga. This woman has never supported the political life of Oginga Odinga family. Number three, this woman vied on a KANU ticket in 1992. In 1992, this woman vied on a KANU ticket. In 1992, the popular party in Nyanza was called Ford Kenya, but she decided to vie on a KANU ticket. Number four, this woman is a civil engineer. Civil engineer means that this woman can draw. That is number four. This woman is a civil engineer. As a result, this woman had a business called Jabalo Gardens Limited. Jabalo Gardens Limited she's the proprietor of that Jabalo Gardens Limited. And then number five, this woman, through that Jabalo Gardens Limited, this woman took a loan from National Bank. And that loan, the woman could not pay the loan. The woman went bankrupt, could not pay the loan. And the loan was amounting to over 1.3 million, which that woman did not pay the bank. As a result, the bank took over Jabalo Gardens Limited, repossessed the Jabalo Gardens Limited. And then this woman, and I say that this woman did not support Raila Amolo Odinga, even in the Raila Amolo Odinga, because we are talking about the political life of this woman. From 1990 to 2000, she did not support Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. And then Raila Amolo Odinga took over from 1994 to the date 2005. This woman has never supported Raila Amolo Odinga in anything. This woman has been in KANU. This woman has been a staunch politician in KANU, and that is the government of the day. In 2025, that is when Raila Amolo Odinga was in March this year. Yes, this year 2025. This woman produced a video advising Martha Karua to support Gachagua, because he was describing Gachagua as honest and somebody who is a straightforward. So this woman is somebody that has never supported the life of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. This woman is somebody that has never supported the life or the political life of Raila Amolo Odinga. And we are talking about the dark side of this woman. So now we are talking about the dark side of this woman. Number one, this woman has been sleeping with prominent politicians. This woman has been sleeping with prominent politicians. For example, this woman has been sleeping with somebody called Aringo. Aringo is called Olo Aringo, okay? And other politicians. As a result, this woman knows a lot of dark sides of these politicians. For example, this woman has insinuated that through Olo Aringo, they killed Robert Ouko. That is the dark side of this woman. This woman, Jabalo, has been sleeping with Samba boys, watchmen, dogs, and one thing that is very, very disturbing, this woman is a night runner. A night runner means ni ile mtu wa usiku, okay? Ile ya kukimbia usiku, okay? In a simple language. Yes. Na ulimi inakuwa na ile kitu inatoa moto. Danger. So this woman is a night runner. Danger. And then this woman is not just an ordinary night runner. This woman had something called leopard. Leopard si mnajua? Ile leopard unajua? Dangerous. So this woman alikuwa amerea hiyo leopard, and this one was noticed by a certain boy who was working for this woman, and that the boy noticed that there is a very strange animal in the room, and as a result the boy ran away and never came back. This woman has been because she went bankrupt, this woman was now using what is called public transport. And then this woman, when she was using public transport, and you know public transport, you have to sit next to somebody, okay? So this woman, as a result of sitting next to somebody, she had been demanding sex. Akikatwa na wewe hivi, anasema ni lazima leo ulale na mimi. That is what this woman has been doing. And then, yes, I don't know whether it is mentally decided or it is as a result of depression. And then there is a time that this woman used to go to church. Okay? When this woman went to church, she will demand sex from these beautiful guys, yes, who is sitting next to her. And that is a very secret, that is a very dark secret about this woman. At one particular time, people feared this woman, and as a result, they sent a priest to come and pray for this woman. And this woman demanded sex from that priest. But because the priest was a man of God, the priest did not give that sex out. And then this woman has been conning people. That is the dark side of this woman, number 5. She has been conning people. She has been registering so many numbers, so many fake numbers, conning people. She has conned people. Well, this is reality. She has really conned so many people. And so many people are crying that this woman went nuts, and she did what? She conned so many guys. And then this woman has been a blackmailer. She has been blackmailing anyone. Well, this one I'm talking about, I'm saying that this woman was a prominent politician, a prominent woman, somebody that could even call the president, that is President Moi, because she was the right woman that was checkmating the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga from 1990 to 2000. So this woman was a threat to OCPD in Siaya. So even OCPD could not even touch this woman. So this is what I want to say about the custody of Oginga Odinga estate. That this woman was purporting to be the wife of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, the Margaret Jabalo, the Musungu wife, the wolf wife. At one particular time at Mlimani, there was a apartment at Mlimani where they were staying together. One person was staying at the upper floor, and the other person was staying at the lower floor. The person who was staying at the upper floor was it Oburu Dinga? Okay. And the one that was staying at the lower floor was the Wolf Jabalo. And then the question is, according to our customary law, the Luo customary law, there is no way, the culture, there is no way that you can stay with your son in the same building, even in the same compound, if it is not Simba. And Simba must be facing upward. So we are asking ourselves, when they were staying like that, were they sons and brothers, or how were they staying? Another one. This woman, at one particular time, she tried to rape Raila Amolo Odinga.
She's a sexual predator.
Yeah, yes. As I said, there is something that I said about this woman wanted to sleep with everything. With the dogs, he wanted to sleep with cats and everything. At one particular time, this woman tried to rape Raila Amolo Odinga. In fact, Raila Amolo Odinga refused that act and even reported this act to Oginga Odinga.
Yeah.
Okay. Now about the restaurant. There is a restaurant accusation that Ida Odinga demolished the restaurant in Kisumu that belongs to Jabalo. And that matter is not true. The people who demolished the restaurant of Jabalo was not Ida Odinga. It was the railways department that was operating there, because this Jabalo, because of our connection with the government, she grabbed that place. So for the restaurant to be restored, to not even restored, but to be given out again to the real owners, it led to demolition, and the people who demolished that restaurant was railways. She had an engineering company that was doing construction. At one particular time, she constructed Kakamega police station. At that particular time, she was also vying on a KANU ticket And any time that she will be stopped by any policeman or woman, she will threaten to call Moi or even go naked. That is the worst side of this Jabalo thing. Then killed, this woman killed the wolf. That is the husband. This woman was a prominent person, killed wolf because wolf had a lot of money. So this woman wanted to be left with this money. The third thing that this woman did, this woman extended the bad side of her, killing another Chinese guy, okay? A Chinese guy, because this Chinese guy tried to expose her about the bad deeds about this woman called Jabalo. So another dark side of this Jabalo is that this woman, Anyango Jabalo, which is Anyango Margaret Wolf, because Wolf was the Mzungu's husband. She was somebody who will go to a street, you know, the street boys or street men that they sit down and then they start begging. They are a professional beggar. This woman has been a professional beggar. And you know, when you're a professional beggar, you can beg in a corner until people will notice that you're not a beggar. But this woman used to pretend that she's a beggar, saidia maskini, alikuwa anasema saidia maskini. Until at a particular time watu wanagundua, then anakimbia anaenda kwingine, then anabeg kwingine pia, akigunduliwa anaenda kwingine pia, hivyo hivyo. So this is just a woman that has not been, she has been blackmailing big politicians, the prominent politicians, everyone that is prominent. That is what this woman is doing to the family of Raila Amolo Odinga. And I want to say that the estate of Raila Amolo Odinga, not even the estate of Raila Amolo Odinga, but the estate of Oginga Odinga, after Oginga Odinga's death in 1994, the estate was taken over. The custodian person that took over the estate of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga was not the family of Raila Amolo Odinga, but it was Oburu Odinga who took the custody of the estate and the wealth. Number two, Raila Amolo Odinga did not take over the estate. Raila Amolo Odinga took the political side of the estate, that is the political party and the people. So anybody that is accusing Ida Odinga of any estate that Ida Odinga has refused to divide anything, as if that is one is not enough. Ida Odinga is just a woman who is married there. So even there is no legal binding that Ida Odinga can take the custody of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. That is culturally and even legally, she cannot take that. So now, I want to beseech the general public, because this woman has exposed so many things that we did not know, so many things that are untrue. Raila Amolo Odinga, we used to know Raila Amolo Odinga as our hero. Raila Amolo Odinga was not perfect as a man. Even the family was not perfect. Even us, we are not perfect. We have to have the wrong side of us. But Raila Amolo Odinga was a person that we knew as our hero. Raila Amolo Odinga was not just an ordinary person. Raila Amolo Odinga built a legacy. And we really respect Raila Amolo Odinga. And we don't want anybody to tarnish the name of Raila Amolo Odinga because Raila Amolo Odinga is not living anymore. That is why we are besieging and scrounging and even repatriating anyone that loved Raila Amolo Odinga, that now is not the time to disrespect the family. If you loved Raila Amolo Odinga, this is the time to rebuke what is taking place in the life of Raila Amolo Odinga, because what this woman is doing, what this granny is doing, is not leaving Raila Amolo Odinga to rest in peace. We need Baba to rest in peace, and we need the life of their family to also go on. There is something that is really peculiar and very strange about what is going on in this country with the life of Raila Amolo Odinga, the life of their family. Number one, some 3 weeks ago, there is this woman called Maverick Aoko who exposed things that are not true. That is number one. Number two, this woman, after 3 weeks, that is chronologies about these things. After 3 weeks, we are seeing a woman who is purporting to be the wife of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, coming with so many things about the life, about things that are not true. This woman has talked about things, people that have been killed. that she knows somebody who killed Robert Oko. This woman has told us about the poison. This woman has told us about so many things. So I'm asking the government, if this woman can know all these people who kill, even the person who gave Raila Amolo Odinga slow poison, this woman should be taken in. This woman should be taken in. This woman is a suspect. Because even an ordinary person cannot know something like that. So this woman, we are scrounging and we are besieging the government, the DCI, to investigate the life of this woman. Because there is no way you vilify prominent people because they are now not living this country. They are now not living in this one. I want to ask the government, the DCI, that this woman must be arrested, investigated, because there is somebody that is using this woman because Winnie Odinga has a very good integrity now. And she's really growing support. And I think there is somebody that is very strong. There is somebody that is behind all these things that are happening to the life of Raila Amolo Odinga's family, especially Winnie Odinga. These people are after the life of Winnie Odinga. And with us, we are not going to sit at Akimbo and relax and see people bringing Winnie Odinga down. I want to ask the government, that government we beseech and we ask you that take control of what is taking place to the life of Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga helped so many politicians, and I've never had any politician, even now, that have rebuked what is taking place. I want to also ask these politicians, they need to defend the family of Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga is not there. Yeah. But these politicians that Raila Amolo Odinga helped, they are supposed to defend the family of Raila Amolo Odinga from these shenanigans, these Ladash Kankawas, these Mundos operandis, because these guys who are using these jiggery poxy ways so that they expose the life of Raila Amolo Odinga, the life of the family of Raila Amolo Odinga in a very bad way. And they are targeting Chogo. They are targeting Winnie Odinga. We are asking them, because this is not a woman that was married to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. This was just a nanny. Harlot. Who used to sleep with everything, anything. Mongrel. Anything. So we are asking the government. Government, this is not the time to tito-tato. This is the time to take control and help the Raila Amolo Odinga family. And we are asking William Samoei Ruto. William Samoei Ruto, you told us that this person, Raila Amolo Odinga, was your elder brother. These things that are happening to the life of the family of Raila Amolo Odinga, Agwambo, Enigma, Domineering, Dominicus Domines, Tinga, who used to dominate inside the government, outside the government, everything, Joey. Raila Amolo Odinga that we loved. Akisema left ni left, akisema right ni right. Now, hizi vitu inafanyika, and William Samoei Ruto, you are keeping quiet. We need to take control. We need you to take control of the family of Raila Amolo Odinga. Take them as your children, because we know that you loved Baba. And we also love you. As Lugos, we really love you, William Samoei Ruto. And we are going to vote for you. But before we vote for you, give us a very good example. Take control of the life of Raila Amolo Odinga and put them safely, especially Winnie Odinga. We don't want to see anybody touching the life of Winnie Odinga.